So 105 students were surveyed about whether they had a garden or not. The ratio of boys to girls in the survey was 2 to 3. 2/3 of the boys had gardens. How many boys didn't have a garden? So I'm going to show you this using two different methods. The first one using the bar model. So if we have 105 students surveyed and the ratio of boys to girls was 2 to 3. So in total we have boys and girls in the ratio 2 to 3. So boys with 2, girls with 3. And we have 105 surveyed altogether. So altogether, that is 105 people. So you can see to find out one box in our ratio, we do 105 divided by the 5 boxes, which gets us 21 per box. So inside each box, we have 21. Now, 2/3 of the boys had gardens. Well, this means so far we have the number of boys is 2 lots of 21, so 42. Now, 2/3 of the boys had gardens. So 2/3 of 42. So it's going to be 42 divided by 3 times by 2. Because 1/3 we divide by 3, and then 2/3 times that by 2. 42 divided by 3 is 14. So it's 14 times 2. So we have a final answer of 28. You don't have to use the bar model there. We can recognize that we have the ratio 2 to 3, boys to girls. That's the order it was written in the question. Boys to girls, 2 to 3. Then you can see that we have a total number of parts of 5 parts. But we want 105 students, so we want the boys and girls to add up to 105. So if we do 105 divided by 5, we get 21. And you can see how that links in with the bar model on the left-hand side. It tells you that each part is worth 21. So at this point, at the ratio of 2 to 3, we can multiply both sides of our ratio by 21. Okay, so we get on the left-hand side 42, on the right-hand side 63. And that tells us the boys were 42. So we had 42 boys. And just to show that for the fractions, we could have used a bar model for the fractions. So if we have 42 boys altogether, and we split the boys into thirds, we can find out what 1/3 of those is, because you can see altogether there we have 42 boys. We can do 42 divided by 3 to give us 14, which means that each of these thirds are worth 14, which means we have 28 boys who had gardens. Now, to finish this off then, how many boys didn't have a garden? Well, we can see if there are 42 boys, either way, if there are 42 boys and 28 had a garden, we can do 42, take away 28 to give us 14. We didn't have to necessarily do that. You could have recognized that because 2/3 had a garden, that means 1/3 did not. And instead of finding 2/3 of the boys, we could have found out what 1/3 was to give us our answer of 14.